where it starts is who are we trying to target and what is going to happen to them if we don't fix it. So that critical question of compared to what is at the heart of an outcomes contract, a social impact bond, because what you're trying to measure is the change, and then there's money attached to that change in these contracts. And so you've got to get it right and fair in attaching. Once you do attach sort of money and does the program continue and do we scale it up, you need to actually know that you've got the answer right. And I think that social impact bonds have highlighted how much opportunity there is to actually learn more in this space, because there are so many programs that people try to evaluate, but we often evaluate things that are not done relative to that counterfactual, that baseline of what would have happened, because it's very difficult to sort of see the ghost of the alternate reality, I suppose. It's very powerful to go looking for lights that you can shine on what's happening to understand why it happened, but doing that can create work. So you do need someone to go and pull information out of the client files or do an analysis of whatever it is. And the more we can have tools that set things up so that that's easy, the easier that becomes, and the more we can really understand why did a change occur? Did it occur just randomly, or did it work better for this group of people or that group of people, or what's the secret sauce that you can tweak the recipe? So I sometimes feel like we're just scratching the surface, because we've got great data that relative to most programs, social impact bonds create extremely well evaluated programs. But I'd be really hungry for the next layer of linking more characteristics of the individual and the way they engage with the program and their other sort of factors into that data, so we could learn more. But that requires, I think, larger groups, more time, joining up data sets across different programs, those sorts of things. So not everything has to be an outcomes contract or a social impact bond. I think that work that we do in that space, it does help to contribute to that search for better data linkages and understanding of causations and good sort of, as you said, good pointers to the future. And that sort of curiosity and analysis is useful regardless of whether you're attaching an outcomes contract to it. And I think it's been amazing to see over the last decade the change in the amount of linkage of data sets and those longitudinal sort of studies, because the other thing is patience is really, and that's something I don't think we do enough of, even in the social impact bond space, is having the patience to follow individuals that have been involved in whatever intervention for those 10 or 20 years. So you might have had a perfectly sensible metric and measured something after 2 years, but don't stop measuring, keep going, come back to the data and learn from it 20 years down the track. There's still a lot of, I think, opportunity there to sort of take that concept and go further with it.